All right. First and foremost, I want to give our glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakudash. And again, I want to give double honors to the Apostle Is a great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Even though I'm not a great millstone, but I do want to give double honors to Apostle Is a great millstone and the prophets and the teachers that go on the highways and byways and preach this word, sincerity, and truth. Shalom. Also, I want to give a shalom to the Akim and Atwaf that's listening and learning and doing their part to gain salvation, and also to the hopeful lick around the four corners of the earth. Um, Shalom. Today's lesson, on Lord willing, through the Holo Kakodash, that this lesson be edifying. I want to go into in the Bible to prove evidence via the scriptures that who the Lord's chosen people are, which are the Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians and Haitians, and Mexicans. Okay, you are the chosen people of the Most High, and today, Lord willing, I'll be able to bring it out. So right now, I want to go straight into Revelations, the second chapter, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blaspheme of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan. Right, because the so-called Jewish people, which Jewish mean Jew-like, not Jew-like, and the word Jew comes from the word Judah. Okay, um, because the so-called Jewish people of today are not the real Jews. Okay, I'm gonna go to Revelations 3 and 9. Revelation 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Okay, okay, just like you say, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Right, because the spiritual demon Satan, which is on the left hand side, because the Most High is Almighty power, He controls everything. He say deceive and deceive are His. Right, because He has the right hand, which is righteousness, which is ultimately Yahweh Shai, and the left hand, which is the spiritual demon Satan, which He used to do His will. Okay, and there are also a people, the sons of the wicked, which represent the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, which is Esau, Edom. Okay, and they and there's also a people that today, which are the so-called Jewish people, which are Amalek, which the Lord say He will make war with Amalek from generation to generation, because He has perpetual hatred for Amalek and for what he did to for what Amalek has done to his chosen people, the apple of the Lord's eye. Okay, but also I want to bring out um to prove that Amalek is come from the loins of Esau. I want to go Genesis the 35th chapter, Salakia the 36th chapter. Starting, well, it could go to verse 9, but I'm gonna go straight to the point. 36 and 12, and Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Adar, Esau's wife. Right. That's to prove that Amalek comes from Esau, Edom, which is the wicked, the serpent. All right. And also I want to go to prove who are the most highest people. For you to be the most highest people, the Most High has only made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and with Jacob. Okay. Because once He made that covenant with Israel to be their power and for Israel to be His people, that's how the Israelites became holy, because they supposed to be separate from all nations. They didn't supposed to learn the ways of the heathen. Okay, and I want to go into that. Who the Lord gave His laws to. First, I want to go to Exodus the 24th chapter. Bear with me. 24 and 12. Okay, Exodus 24 and 12. And the Lord said unto Moses, come up to me in the mount and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law and commandments which I have written that thou mayest teach them. Okay. Moses, we all know who Moses is, and who was Moses talking to? The Israelites. Because the Lord said, he said, come up to the mount and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, a law, commandments which I have written, which is the most high's laws, and thou shalt teach them. Right. Because the most high only made covenant with the Israelites, which again go back to the forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. And I also want to go to Second Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 9, starting at verse 29, to back up that point that the Most High only gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to Israel, the Israelites. Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 29, O Lord, thou that sowest thyself unto us, thou was sued unto our father in the wilderness, in a place where no man treadeth, in a barren place, when they came out of Egypt, and thou spakest, saying, hear me, O Israel, mark my words, thou seed of Jacob, which is son, which could be semen, seed, son of Jacob, which are the Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Verse 31, for behold, I sow my law in you, right? And it shall bring fruit in you, and ye shall be honored in it forever. Right? Because the Most High, like it says in verse 31 again, for behold, I sow my law in you. The Most High only sowed his law in Israel, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which he gave the promise to those he only made a covenant with the Israelites. Okay. Okay. I want to also go to let you know who is Israel. Okay. I want to go to Genesis, the 35th chapter, starting at verse 10. Genesis 35 and 10. And Yahweh said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall no more be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And the Most High said unto him, I am Yahweh Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation, a company of nations shall be of thee. Kings shall come out of thy loins. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. Right. And I'm gonna go in again to let you know that Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and Jacob had 12 sons. Okay. 35 and 10 again. And the Most High said it to him, Yahweh, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall no more call any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And the Most High said it to him, I am Yahweh Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and king shall come out of thee, out of thy loins, Salakia. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. Right. Because the Lord only made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which I just read. And in verse 11, he said, be fruitful and multiply. A nation, a company of nations shall be of thee, which are the 12 sons, and a king shall come out of thy loins, which we know Yahweh Shai is the man of Israel. He is our savior, and he came out of the tribe of Judah. Okay, just to bring out that point. Okay, I want to go also to let you know, to bring out on that Israel Jacob had 12 sons. I go over to the 23rd verse, just 35 and 23. Okay, well, I go to 22. Okay, and just to get to the point. And it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land that Reuben, Salakia. I go down to the 23rd verse. The son of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. And the sons of Rachel, Joseph and Benjamin. Okay. And the son of Belhath, Rachel's handmaid, Dan and Nepali. And the son of Zephyr, Leah's handmaid, Gad, Asher. These are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Paduram. Okay. Right. Because again, Jacob only had 12 sons. Okay. Okay. So I just also want to bring out in Exodus, the 13th chapter, just to bring out some scripture, just to prove the point that the Lord, to prove who are the real people of the Most High. 13, and I'll start at Salakia. Bear with me. I go to 15, Salakia. Salakia, bear with me as I find it. I go to the Exodus 29th chapter. Exodus 29:45. And I will dwell amongst the children of Israel and will be their power. 46. And they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, their power, that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, that I may dwell amongst them. I am the Lord, their power. That's straight to the point. To let you know that the Lord only made a covenant with Israel, and Israel are the Israelites. According to the Holy Scriptures, they are the Lord's chosen people. Okay. Um, I also want to go to Deuteronomy chapter 7, just to bring out some more scriptures, just to add on to make it clear who the Lord's chosen people are. Deuteronomy 7, 6, starting at verse 6. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people, but because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he sworn unto your fathers, have the Lord brought you out of a mighty hand and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Know therefore the Lord thy power, he is Yahweh, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandment to 1,000 generations. Right. They say right there. For thou art a holy people to the Lord Yahweh thy power. Right. And even to back that up, I'm gonna go to Amos, the 3rd chapter, Amos 3 and 2, to let you know that the Most High has a chosen people, which are the Israelites. Okay? Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Right. The Most High punished Israel, punished the Israelites for not keeping law, statutes, and commandments. That's why they got sent into bondage in Egypt. Okay? And to let you know also, and guess what? The Lord chosen people are still in bondage today. Spiritually Egypt, spiritually Babylon, Babylon the Great. Okay? And to bring it out, I'm gonna go to the curses. Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Okay? And I go to verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Okay? Okay, I ain't gonna go over all the curses, but I go to verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the days long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. Thy fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. Okay, and we all know who these two scriptures, the 32nd and the 33rd of on Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, thy son and thy daughter shall be given to another people. Hence the Atlantic slave trade, which the so-called Negroes, um, Haitians, Jamaicans, okay, will put it on cargo slave ships, which I bring it out. I go to the one, Deuteronomy 28th chapter, 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall ye be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Right, bondmen, slave man, bondwomen, slave woman, which goes back into Deuteronomy 28 and 38. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given to another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail longer for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. Hence slavery, which slavery was a terrible day. What slave master will make mothers and sons have sex, separate the children from the men, so on and so forth. We all know how horrible slavery was. But this lets you know the curses, because right there in 15, but it shall come to pass that thou shalt not hearken to the voice of love, the voice of thy power, to observe and do all the commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Right. And I go on for verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the field. Verse 17, cursed shall be thy basket in thy storehouses, cursed shall be thy fruit of thy body, the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kin, the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, cursed shall be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee curses, vexation, rebuke, and all that thou sittest thy hand up unto to do, Salakia, until thou be destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until when he has consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, with a fever, with inflammation, with a extreme burning, with the sword, with bursting, with mildew. They shall pursue thee until thou perish. Right. When they say, curse should be thou be in the city, curse should be thou be in the field. That makes sense. Everywhere the, the Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, wherever they curse, they hate it. Why? Because the Lord is punishing his people. And I'm gonna get you why he's doing that. Okay? Bear with me. I can go to, matter of fact, I can go back to Amos 3 and 2. Okay, Amos 3 and 2. The reason why the Lord cursed her. Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Right? Because we sinned, we did not hearken unto the voice of the Lord. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. We did not hearken unto him. So he punished us. He turned his back on us. Hence the reason why Yahweh Shai, which you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, had to come back and die for our sins. Ultimately the elect, but the whole nation of Israel. He was that blameless, that lamb, that perfect lamb, that lamb without blemish. Because he on this side, he's the only man that did not sin. He was perfect. He took up his cross for our sin, for Israel's sake. Also his sins, but he did it for our sake. For us to come back and be able to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this truth that we are the Hebrew Israelites, according to the Holy Scriptures. You know, so we have to come back and do the things that are pleasing to the Lord. But also, I want to bring out also um why the Lord punishing us. Okay, I can go to Proverbs. Bear with me. I think it's Proverbs 27. Slakia, bear with me. Slakia. Just to know, let you know why the Lord. Salakia, bear with me. Just to let you know why we're being punished. Um, Salakia. See, can I find it? Matter of fact, bear with me. I go to Psalms. Maybe in Psalms 47 and okay, Psalms 47 and 4. He shall choose our inheritance for us, the exile of Jacob, who he loved. Right. And also it says, whom the Lord loves, he chastens, he corrects. Right, because he loves us, he loves Israel. So that's why the Lord is punishing us for all our iniquities. Okay. Um, Also, I want to go to um, Hebrews 12 and 6. This was what I was trying to bring out. Salakia. Hebrews 12 and 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourge every son whom he received. Right. So that's the reason why you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are catching so much hell. Went through slavery. We went through many captivities from Egypt. We brought us out of Egypt under the Babylonians, the Syrians, so on and so forth, even until today, until we got into America, you know, because whom the Lord loveth, he chastens. So he's punishing us to let us know, like a father would punish his son, who he loved. Let him know that you're going off, that you're doing wrong, that you need to follow my ways and do as I tell you, so that you can be fruitful and multiply, so that we'll never do the things that we're doing again. Okay. Um, Also, I want to get back on the point. I'll go to Hebrews 2 and 16, just to further, bring out some precepts to let you know um, who's the Lord chosen people. Okay, bear with me. I want to go to Romans. Romans. Aki. Romans 9 and 13. As it was written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Right. Because the Lord only loves Israel. And we all know Jacob's name was changed to Israel. And that cuts on all the people that say the Lord is our love too. Also, because the Lord doesn't love every people. He only has a chosen people, which is Yasharallah, which is Israel. Okay. Also, I want to go to the the prove that I go to Hosea, Salakia, Hosea 1 and 10. Okay. Isaiah 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Okay? And that's let you know that today people call Negroes have been called African Americans, um, niggers, excuse my French, um, um, black, which we're not black, we different shades of melon, Afro American, so on and so forth. We been a proverb in the Bible tossed to and fro because the Lord, the Most High took his truth, and the remembrance of all things away from us for our inequities, from us sinning against the Most High. Okay, so just like I said, Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Okay? Clear and plain. So also, I want to go to Malachi and bring out a few more precepts before I close it up. Okay. Matter of fact, I want to go to the Apocrypha and Baruch. Bear with me. Baruch 2, starting at verse 30. Okay, Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that this just going to the point about the reason why the Most High sent us into captivity for being hard headed and not listening to hearkening to his law, statutes, commandment, which allows you to know based off the curses that we are the chosen people of the Most High. Okay, but Baruch 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, and Salakia, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not diminish, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Man, And that's a clear cut right there. That lets you know that we are the chosen people of the Most High, because we first, starting with our forefathers, started from Adam, when he did not listen to the Lord, when he bit of forbidden fruit, and the fruit that the Lord told Adam not to eat. Um, that was a downfall of man. Okay, because once we ate of that fruit, of truth and knowledge, of good and evil, Salakia, that's when we became aware of sin, and sin bring of death. Okay, which is why the Most High gave us these law, statutes, and commandments, so that we can live and have life. So therefore, us us being Israelites, we have to get back into in order with the Most High, especially in these last days, to do the things that are pleasing to the Most High, which is in these law, statutes, and commandments, and to do His will, to the best of our abilities, while we in this land of captivity, because it said, "For I know that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord, their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear." Right, which is what the people, the true men of the Lord, Salakia, which are the Akim out here, the elders, the apostle elders, GMS, and the other council who are preaching and sitting the truth, and all the other brothers who out here teaching by themselves on the internet, which I'm trying to do myself, because the Lord gave us the truth. He opened us up to this truth, to wake up the elect, and to warn you people out here that you are Israelites, and that you are the chosen people of the powers at B that control this whole planet Earth and everything that's made in it. Okay, to get right, to do the things, to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, to pray to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, give thanks to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and to do the things that are pleasing in sight, so that you can be purged and blameless from the destruction that is at hand, and to do the things necessary so that you can obtain salvation. Because regardless of you here for beer, these things are faithful and true, because the Lord do not change, and these things that are spoken, that which the Lord sent His prophets and preachers and teachers out here to warn the people, that the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great, that great whore that is prophesied about in Revelations, that these things are coming. Okay, and to let you people know that great death and destruction, famine, pestilence, sword, um, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, these things are coming about. Okay, and that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and West Indians and Haitians need to realize that these things are faithful and true, and these things are deadly serious. Okay, and that you need to do everything that's possible in your willpower to get right with the Lord. So with that, I want to end this lesson, Lord willing, that it be edifying. And again, I want to give our praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakodash. And again, double honors to the apostle elders of GMS that I learned this knowledge from. And peace and blessings to all the hopeful elect around the four corners of the earth. Shalom.